like the burning herself and everything, and the popcorn on the knees. I'm like, well, that's. I mean, I don't know if that's gonna hurt. I'm like, I'm on my knees at work all the time roofing, and like it's popcorn's not gonna hurt. I'm like,
What about
lady,
gravel?
you really want to hurt yourself? Put a bag of nails. That's how you're gonna hurt yourself. Do you really feel bad? Because you're not hurting yourself enough. It's my problem with with the Passion of the Christ. Like there wasn't enough suffering. You really love God. You didn't suffer enough. Popcorn, thumbtacks. Do you really feel like you did something bad, lady? Maud, come on.
Blessed Father, please do not let me fuck up this podcast. Because we're talking movies, we're talking Saint Maud, starring Morford Clark and Jennifer Eel, directed by Rose Glass. Hey everybody and welcome. Kris is still on his sabbatical and we're continuing our Hot Ghouls of Halloween. Guest hosting with me today is friend of the show and all-around funny guy, Joe Botelho. And
Hey,
all right, joining us a special guest, horror author Sam Tonnell. Sam, how's it going?
Good, thanks for having me.
Thank you for joining us. Now, you know, everybody who listens to this show, this is where we you guys do your shameless self-promotion. So tell us who you are, what you're doing, and where people can find you. Sam, if you want to go ahead.
All right, my name is Sam Tonnell. I am a horror author. I just, excuse me, I just published my first book last year, just self-published on Amazon. It's a horror anthology, so it is a bunch of short stories, and the theme is mental illness. So it's called Mandatory Lobotomy. You can find it on Amazon. I also have a website. It's just samtonnell.com. And then on Instagram, I just do whatever fun horror stuff I feel like doing, like reviews or posting clips. And that is Maiden Macabre with an X in the middle because I'm a millennial from the MySpace days.
All right, Joe.
nice. Hi, I'm Joe Botelho. For all you listeners that don't know me, probably are going to turn it off as soon as they see me. I'm a comedian, a filmmaker, and a model. You could catch me at my Instagram. That's pretty much where I put everything. Is my Instagram Joe Botelho SMP. I also produce films. Right now, I'm not working on that, but I also have a show coming up in Hamilton, Ontario, Deja Vu. Bar and karaoke, October 17th, Deja Vu in Hamilton, October 17th. Get your tickets. It's going to be fun. But yeah, and I'm here to review a movie. And wake Scott up. Scott, you seem nervous. Why are you so nervous? This is your show.
I know, man.
Come on, wake up.
That's the thing. Like, normally I'm just like, you know, the candy here. I'm just here to look good, and Kris just takes it all over, right? But
yeah,
I'm like having to do
you're
everything.
Free from the oppressor. You're free from that overbearing, egotistical, I don't even know how to talk. The crazy guy. This is now the Scott show.
I was gonna say after like him being on vacation for these last 2 weeks, I have grown more of appreciation of what he has to do to get this going every day. Usually, I just wake up in the morning, have a coffee, and just pretend to talk. But no, I miss him. I miss him a lot. He's probably like, fuck this guy.
Aww.
But
I don't miss him. I'm glad he's not here. I'm really glad. Kris, you're going to watch this because you're going to want to listen for your name. But I'm so happy you're not here now. Finally, Scott gets to shine. And I think I get to shine. And let's hope. And we're going to put the spotlight on Sam, too. Finally, like, guests get to be themselves, other than just Kris looking like all cool with a scarf, trying to be better than us. Sorry, Sam.
Okay, I just have a lot of questions. Like, what am I getting into here?
No, it's good. You're good. We're doomed.
Yeah, maybe. You know what?
I was gonna say. All of a sudden, she's like, the connection just went down. Sorry, guys.
What? I can't hear you. Oh, sorry. Someone's at the door.
Yeah. He's like, this is there.
No, it was well. But a quick question for you, Joe, before we continue.
So you want to start? Yep.
Yeah, because you are a model, Kate Worthy. Like, I still haven't received any of the sample clothes you try on yet. Like,
thank you.
Like,
I mean, I barely get to. I've gotten some samples. I mean, we could both go to the mall and steal some if you want. I don't endorse that at all. Absolutely not. But you like the nerd stuff? You like superhero stuff?
Yeah. I was a little jealous of your X-Men photo shoot.
Oh, I was gonna wear my X-Men shirt. I really like the last one, the Golden Girls, which has nothing to do with horror or October, but you can model, Scott. You should model.
Thanks. All right, Sam.
Again, sorry.
Yeah, Sam. We're getting into Sam.
I apologize. Kris is so mad at us right now. He's like, just isolate the guest and just you guys go off on your own, and that's the perfect way to do a podcast. Anyways, go. It's your show, Scott.
Thanks. So Sam, you picked the film Saint Maud to review. This is my first time ever watching it. I'm assuming you enjoy this movie a lot. Like it. Okay, give us a quick synopsis about it. Like, what made you say, like, this is the movie I want to talk about?
Well, I originally wanted to do The Substance, I'm not gonna lie, but I guess that one had already been done. Saint Maud was just a really unique kind of movie. It's like this psychological thriller, and it's about a woman who is a nurse, and she starts caring for this ex-dancer who is terminally ill, and tries to like convert her kind of into whatever religion she is. She mentions Jesus. I don't know if she's Christian, Catholic. And then just throughout the movie, it ends up suggesting that she may not be totally in her right mind. She thinks she's like an angel doing God's work. Is that really what's going on, or is it just all in her head? And I'll just leave it at that so I don't give away too much.
Yeah. What are your first, like, have you watched this before, Joe, or is this the first time?
No, I've never watched. Yeah, I'm not like Kris. I don't go, it's 8:24. I've got to watch it as soon as I can. No, I liked it. I mean, it's one of those movies as a former Catholic that is like, it hits you differently when you got raised in.
I'm sure.
Because it's like the themes are crazy. Like, it's just like seeing. I don't know. People like Maud, but like that fanaticism is very clear in a lot of people in your life when you're growing up religious, and so I'm like, seeing it through that lens is weird. I also kind of like the whole when a movie does like, is this real or is this like in someone's head? I enjoy that. Is it horror? I don't know if psychological. I've never been a fan of saying psychological horror is like horror. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not really scared. I feel like other than at the near the end, they go scary with her. I mean, we're allowed to say. Are we allowed to drop what happens in the movie?
Yeah,
I think
this movie's I'm not like sure. It came out in 2020, right?
20 years old.
No, it's like 5 years old. You can do some.
Yeah, it's like the ending. Yeah, because it's like that slow, like psychological kind of like gets in your head, makes you feel alone and kind of like not right, sort of sad, and then it gives you the horror at the end. So I kind of like more horror being horror throughout the whole thing. I want to be scared the whole time.
Yeah, like.
But yeah, I enjoyed it. I liked it. It was beautiful. It was like looked great.
Yeah, I'll say like director.
So did you like it? You're Catholic. Are you Catholic now? I don't know if
I'm a Catholic now. I am. I don't practice as much. Like oh, look at this.
What?
Do you hear music?
Yeah, who's that?
It was God.
Are you playing music?
It was God coming down.
Oh, it's God coming down to convert me. He's like, we need a model for our new robes. Joe, you must come back. you see it like differently with like as a believer? Do you what are your
Yeah,
thoughts
like
about like
I don't practice as much. Like,
mhm.
I you go to church, for holidays, with belief, but yeah, like I thought the first bit of this movie dragged for me.
Mhm.
And like on Rotten Tomatoes, it's like this is a critic darling. It's like 92%, but the audience for critics 67 for audience. And I'm probably in like the bottom half of this because I think, like I was saying, the beginning part I thought dragged for me, but it had like moments that made me stop and think. Like when she had like the episodes, I would say, that seemed like
Mhm.
orgasmic, not orgasmic, when
Yeah.
she would have her O face and that like those eyes bulged out. I'm like, oh my god, like what's going on, right? But then it
You're like,
would.
I've never done that to a woman before. Is
Oh
that what you
no,
said?
never, 100%. I'm like, oh, I'm like, never like that. Eyes did not bulge out.
You don't have those moments as a believer with God, where you just suddenly just
No, I
yeah.
have not. No, and I don't know if I want those because
Are
man, my
you are you a faithful person, Sam? Spiritual? Are you part of the Catholic
I
Christian?
I don't follow any organized religion,
Mhm.
but I do believe in a higher power. So
Okay. So have you had like so
spiritual.
is that why you love this movie so much? It was like it sort of touches on spirituality.
No, not at all,
Okay.
actually. Because it's really organized religion-ish.
Yeah.
Like I really steer away from that.
Mhm.
But I just really liked it because I just like the mystery of like what is going on with this girl. You can
Mhm.
tell something is off about her. And then the part where she sees that girl from another job and she calls her by a completely different name. You're like, what?
Yeah.
Um, and then the ending for me just like really was disquieting and still kind of haunts me to this day. Like I'll just be doing something normal and all of a sudden I'll just get that image of like the burning face and
Yeah, I don't. I for me, I wanted more of that. It was like cut away. I know it's intense and it was like very disgusting and everything, but it's like it was so quick. If you like, is that done on purpose, like to make it so quick so it's not so jarring, but still jarring? I would have liked a little bit more of a hold on like maybe the reaction of the crowd that was there, like their real
for
reaction
sure.
to her burning.
well, that's the way I took it. I took
Yeah.
the ending like when it happens and it seems peaceful and everything. I
Mm.
thought that was her like mental state with that
Yeah,
what was happening to her, but then when that quick flash with the screaming and shit, that was what
that's
the
real life. Yeah,
yeah, that was what they were.
it was so quick though. It's like, come on. I want to be more scared. I want to imprint it, burn it in my mind. But
Yeah,
it's like I don't know the mental health stuff too. It's like was she sick other than mental health stuff? Because like she was talking about her stomach and she had all those scratches on the stomach. Sometimes like when there's all that symbolism, I'm like I'm not the smartest guy, so you just tell me why certain things are happening. I get the overall theme of like loneliness and sadness and being fanatic and stuff. But it's like what else is happening? Was she sick? Like there's blood coming out of her nose. Like did she have like brain cancer or something? Like is that ever said in the movie? I can't remember.
I
personally.
don't
Oh, go ahead, Zen.
think so, but I don't think they ever talk about it. I
Mhm.
never really got the impression she was like physically sick, just sick in
Yeah,
the head, I guess.
yeah. No, she was clearly sick. She was clearly sick in the head. Also, like it is weird how like uh, conversations with God or being touched by God seems or it was portrayed as orgasmic, but that's not that's done in a lot of other movies too. Like why is that orgasmic? I as a when I was a believer, I never felt that. I've never felt euphoric belief in God. I felt it was like the sky daddy thing, like oh he's watching over me. It was like, but I've never felt that euphoric thing that you see in people where they start praying and crying. Like I don't know if that's like real or if are people just being fake or is it just linked to mental illness? Like that's why you feel that way.
Yeah, like
I don't know.
go ahead.
It seemed like she was like deluded.
Hmm.
And so she was maybe kind of just doing it to herself, or like
Yeah.
she wanted to have that feeling. So she was convincing herself that it was going on. I
Well,
don't know.
Yeah, it's a lot of that Mother Teresa stuff too. That's when you can tell they're crazy because it's like the self what's it called? Self-flagrant or that thing that you religious people do to themselves to hurt themselves. Like penance. Like they're hurting themselves because of sin, which is like very Mother Teresa
Yeah, that's
like.
like
Is
yeah,
it
that's the brand. I know what you're talking about. The branch of
yeah.
Catholicism. I don't know. I'm
Yeah,
thinking
it
like
was a lot of that, which is cool on film. It looks cool. Like the burning herself and everything, and the popcorn on the knees. I'm like, well, that's. I mean, I don't know if that's gonna hurt. I'm like, I'm on my knees at work all the time roofing, and like it's popcorn's not gonna hurt. I'm like,
what about
lady,
gravel?
you really want to hurt yourself? Put a bag of nails. That's how you're gonna hurt yourself. Do you really feel bad? Because you're not hurting yourself enough. It's my problem with with the Passion of the Christ. Like there wasn't enough suffering. You really love God. You didn't suffer enough. Popcorn, thumbtacks. Do you really feel like you did something bad, lady? Maud, come on. Really hurt yourself if you really feel like.
You're like, I
No
want
wonder
old
God's after
school
you.
Paul
I think that
Bettany.
was supposed to be a reference to something like an actual punishment that they did. Like that's how they would actually punish kids in
In
back in
school.
the day. I think they might have used rice actually. But
Oh,
they would
yeah.
force them to kneel on it, and then I think just like keep praying. And the idea was that you did it for such a long period of time that it actually did cause a lot of not as much harm as like nails, but like it
Yeah.
was kind of like a more of a torture kind of thing than like a really doing damage kind of thing, if that makes sense. So I
Yeah,
think
it is.
that's
It
what
is
the reference.
strange.
Yeah,
Like
because
what the fascination that religious people have with hurting themselves. It's like just love yourself. Like why do you gotta hurt yourself all the
No,
time?
no, unacceptable. Gotta hurt
Yeah.
yourself and other
I
people if you can.
Scott, do you I don't my parents talked about like this like when my dad was young, he said he crawled around like during some church thing. Is that
so
like
yeah,
something?
that's in.
Okay, so I'm remembering it right
Okay,
then.
so
Okay.
that we went because the vacation I did in Portugal this year. There is a church in Fatima that
Mhm.
there's the city of Fatima that back in the 50s, I
Our
believe
Lady of
it
Fatima,
was,
yeah, the famous.
where three kids
Mhm.
apparently believed they saw the Virgin Mary,
Mhm.
and then after it blew in popularity. Now there's like a huge church there, like it is a tourist like place, and there is a path that you can do that's on cement, and you would people kneel it. We saw it when we were there. People kneel it on their knees, and it's about a kilometer long, give or
And they do
take.
that. Oh
And they
wow.
to get to the church, and they're doing their penance the whole time,
Yeah.
and their prayers until they get there, right? And that's the whole thing. Like apparently, if you make it to the end, your
Mhm.
prayer is going to come true.
Well, you're good enough for God. Like
Yeah. So we saw people doing it, and I was like, I don't
it
need
is.
to
It
do
is
that.
wild. But like this movie portrays someone who goes like extreme with it, right?
Yeah, and the way I took it, I don't know if I was off on this, is this is something relatively new for her too.
Yeah.
Uh,
She was a party girl, it seemed like.
yeah, and then she was kind of like a born again, and now it's
Mm.
just like it's like because she's into it, she's just trying to preach it as hard as she
Mm.
can. And that's the thing that I thought was interesting, like especially in terms of the writing, is because you do get like glimpses of she did have a past, and like you were saying before, like you meet her prior coworker, different name, different
Mm.
everything. It's like what happened for her to technically be committing fraud and identity theft to create this mod persona,
Mm.
because it's only like hinted upon, because even her coworkers, like when she's saying she's still nursing but now for a private sector, they're like, do they know what happened before? But
Mm.
it's never like, you never see it, you're never addressed, and it's just like it just haunts, like it just
Isn't that
grows
the
there, like
opening
how
though?
bad, what did she do,
Yeah.
right?
Isn't
And
that the
then
opening scene where she's like looks like she murdered someone? Like that opening scene.
yeah, she's just on the
Yeah,
floor
and
at the hospital, right?
well,
Mm.
yeah, and then there's a patient on a table that's like dead or like
Mm.
not moving. And then I think it flashes back to it when she's with that guy when she's like on top of him, and then
Yeah.
hands go on his chest, and then it flashes back to
Oh
like
yeah, yeah. That was
trying to do
sick. I like
CPR.
that. Yeah, she goes right
Yeah,
through his chest. I mean, that was the other
yeah,
thing. Like, all this, like the sexual stuff, like the angry hand job. Like, what? Like, you know what I mean? Like, is that like a
You
connect?
don't like
Like,
the angry hand job?
I mean, I like any hand job, but I'm like, but like, why did she like? I want to see how it got to like them staring at each other, and then all of a sudden they're in the corner getting a hand job. Like, I'm like, also, why is? I guess it's like her trying to connect, because I think the overall theme, I guess the way I saw it, was just alone. Like, she's so alone, and so we don't really know why. Is she alone because she feels she saw death so much, and she at the end she realizes you're just alone when you die. There's so much too, but like you really felt that like emptiness throughout the whole. Like that's what she felt, Maud, and she was like, maybe that's why you get religion to fill in that stuff. Like I'm 46 now, so feeling all that like weird, like end of the like things are like the future is not as long, so it's like what is left. Like that, you really feel like it was weird because like I felt alone when you're watching it and dark, and it's in England. England is just is depressing already, even though it's near the water. Where near the water is beautiful anywhere you go, but when you go to England, it's like, yeah, this is sad. I'd rather be in my apartment. How is the water even sad in England? I don't understand why everything in England is sad. Coney Island, video games. I love video games. That looks sad. Everything looks. The hand job, that looks sad. Hand jobs are not sad. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
No, you guys don't know what I mean. All right.
no, I get what you're saying. But yeah, like to answer your question in terms of like the bar stuff, like the way I took it, and I don't know if anybody else took it this way, was that after what happened with the dancer she was seeing, like she felt that she lost connection and she was trying so hard to find another connection.
Yeah.
And it didn't really matter what kind of connection it was. And that's why she just kept on. It was technically like trying one thing after another, because before the hand job, it was the trying to laugh and like get invited into the conversation, and they just like looked at her weird. And then then it was the hand job, which I don't know where the guy went because he apologized. So it seemed like he ruined like her outfit or something like that. And then, but that was like the most awkward scene too, because after when he was done, he just like kind of walked by her, said hi or bye or whatever, and then like took his friend like
and then went to his friend and was like, "We gotta go." So I was like, "Okay."
Yeah. And again, I think like I wish I remembered the name of the star. That was a great performance. I haven't seen her in anything. I don't know if she does a lot, but she was great. Like that whole performance of just being not unhinged. Like I never thought she was unhinged, but like just like shit was going on. Like you could see it in her face. She did it. That was a great performance from her.
So her name, I don't know if I'm pronouncing the first name right, but it's Morfydd Clark. Okay. And she's in Amazon's Rings of Power show. She's like the main character.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not that type of nerd. I'm not a Lord of the Rings nerd. I just watched Twisted Metal. That's the kind of nerd I am. But I mean, even the dancer, she was great. Like I like the little moment where she's pretending to feel God, and then she's reaching out to like hold her hand. And again, like I think loneliness was the overall theme of that. At least that's how I felt the whole time.
I'd agree.
Felt like you're like, again, it could be my brain because I'm like I left religion, but it's like, we're just alone. And I don't want to make the whole episode depressing, but that's what the whole theme of the movie.
You have. Like we brought the funny guy in to like.
I know you brought the funny guy to go all like deep and like, but
and he was like, "We're all gonna die."
That's what the director was trying to tell, like was trying to show, like it's, and being alone is kind of like dangerous because then the other shit gets in your head when you're alone, right? Like, oh, God is real, and I should hurt myself because I sinned, and let's go give.
I think a lot of religion is sort of a attempt at trying to avoid loneliness in the end, because people are afraid that there's nothing that happens when you die, and they kind of talk about that a little bit too. But then it seems almost kind of like a superstition in a way of like, if I do these things, then I get to go to this place and then be with my loved ones forever. So it's almost like a coping mechanism or something, trying to control like what happens when really, we don't know.
Yeah, as a horror fan though, is that the type of stuff you enjoy, like that? Or do you like the stabbings and the beheadings and chainsaws through heads? And
I mean, I do love a good chainsaw through the head. But I mean, I like both, honestly. I do say it's like it kind of barely grasps the horror genre, this one. Um, so I wouldn't say this is like my favorite type of horror movie. I do like you said, being a little more scared.
Mm.
Not, I don't think it's necessarily you need that much violence, but you know, mental scares are always good too.
Yeah, it was like
Like in
one of
The
those.
Shining.
Yeah, yeah. The Shining's like like intense every scene. Where this was like beautifully shot, quiet scenes of her walking along the water and her
Yeah, yeah.
making a lot of soup eating. What's with the soup, England? Like, relax. Like, why don't you have like some nice food?
It's
Then
because
you
it's
won't be
cold
so
there.
depressed. I know. What's that thing that they opened up? I've never seen that before. Where it's like a cover on the oven or on the stovetop.
Yeah, I
Well,
was confused by that too. That she burned her hand on.
Yeah, at first I thought it was a bowl that she just cooked. There was just stew in there for her to just
Yeah,
grab.
I don't know. It's like a tortilla maker or something. I don't know.
Oh, that would have been. See, you don't get sad in Mexico because you eat tortillas all the time, but everyone in
Yeah,
England seems to be sad all the time.
you just need more tacos.
Yes,
That's
tacos. Tacos are. If that was said in Mexico, who are also very religious, it would be a more fun movie. But I don't think that's what they wanted. They don't want to make a fun movie. But think about the music and everything. I like the music too. It was like again, it just it's so sad because like it's that everyday thing we all feel about death. Like it's always in our heads. You know what I mean? Like what's going on after? There's a great line. I wrote it down that I again I should know the dancer's name, but she's like, no one wants to see what they don't want to. I'm like, that line was so good, but you don't really like it doesn't hang on it, and I'm like I love that line. I wrote it down right away because like she sees herself as a sinner and she sees the dancer as a sinner and she should save her soul. So it's like I thought that was a great line. That was a
see,
Yeah, for sure.
when I was saying before, like I'm on the latter half. I think that third act, it like circumvented my expectation because once they had that little like confrontation in the bed when she like breaks into the house, and then
that was right at the end, wasn't it?
Yeah, at the end she breaks into the dancer's house.
Yeah.
And she's dressed up in like that
she's
fake
possessed
nun.
almost.
Yeah, and I was like, holy shit. And I was like, okay, I get the psychological thing. I'm like, so this whole thing is kind of like a test in terms of her faith. And I'm like, when you get that and you see how the faces started like to morph and stuff like that, I'm like, holy shit, that's pretty like,
yeah, that was cool.
Because I'm like, that came out of nowhere, right? And then then it kind of like flips again because it's now like, okay, this is just in her head. That was the thing because I never got, once we got to the end, I'm like, what was like to me, and I think that's why I can't really go with the movie, is I still don't know what the end, like what the story arc was kind of thing. Because like, was it her faith and she was kept to faith, or, you get second chances, you might get third chances, or is every day just a test and you just gotta pretty much kill yourself because there's no point trying. And I was like, I was just trying to find like the director's like
like the main message,
the meaning, like why.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
What I thought was interesting is because isn't she talking with the dancer, and the dancer says something about, when you die, I wonder what it's going to be like, who's going to be there, something like that. Yeah. And then the way she ends up dying, I was just like, I don't know. I wonder if she's sitting there thinking like, oh, this is how I die at the hands of this crazy person with the scissor in my neck,
Yeah,
it is dour. That's for sure.
Beautiful scissors, by the way. They're very nice looking scissors. If I'm going to die by a pair of scissors, I hope it's not the pair that I have at home, which was stolen from the school board. I hope it's a nice, beautiful pair of scissors like she died. Some artsy, craftsy scissors.
I've got some like shiny gold scissors, so not giving anyone ideas, but
it is Hot Ghouls of Halloween. Is there anything else?
So should we
go, Joe?
I was going to say, like, we should do like what would Kris say at this moment right now? What do you think Kris would
Oh,
ask?
I don't know, man.
Would he go cinematography, meow, or something like? What would he do at this point?
No, like if I know Kris, my guess would be runtime. Probably like it could have been cut a little bit shorter.
Oh, really? I thought the runtime was all right. I thought the runtime was enough. You thought it was too long?
Well, yeah, everything's too long for Kris.
Yeah.
Wasn't it like an hour 15?
I think so. Yeah. He probably would have been like, this should have been a short, 30-minute short, or the whole opposite.
Or like it would have like worked better as a short film versus like a full length.
Maybe, knowing him, it's usually something to do with runtime. But I do think he'll agree with the cinematography is great.
Oh, it's beautiful, yeah.
I think he would say the dialogue, super good. And then he's going to come back next week and be like, you guys don't know me at all.
He'd be like, actually, I'm religious. I went to Europe to find God.
Well, that's the thing. He's like, I watched it. Now I'm born again.
A new scarf.
Before we wrap this up, is there anything else you guys watched or anything you want to give a quick shout out to or that you enjoyed? Sam?
I mean, in general, or are we talking specifically like female directed?
In general.
I really liked The Long Walk. I don't know if you guys saw that.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, I liked it too.
It was just a really good movie. And again, it's kind of like on the line between like horror and drama, but there's definitely some horrific moments. And I just feel like there's so many like good lines and the acting and the messages behind it. Like it was just, I feel like I haven't seen just a really good, solidly like made movie like that in a long time.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. We did a review on it too, an episode, and it was the same thing. It was like from go, we felt like for myself, I felt it was so kinetic because you're always on the move, so you never had a chance to like take a breath because they're always moving and it's always on to the next.
And the things that happen while you're walking that like I never thought about, like having to go to the bathroom, and I'm like, oh man, like that would be terrible, and you know. Just, and then the way that they were shot, like, and they're just kids, you know, so you're like, oh man, it really just messes with your head.
Yeah, I agree. Joe?
I haven't seen it. Everyone I know has seen it says it was good. I saw The Roof Man yesterday. Sorry, what did you say, Sam?
Oh,
I said I'm going to spoil the entire thing. I'm just joking.
Oh. All right, go ahead.
But yeah, I saw The Roof Man yesterday, and my only review is that not enough roofs in the movie. As a roofer, I was like, I went there because I'm a roofer. I was like, this is Roof Man. And the way he broke into the roof, I was taken out of the movie right away. I was like, that's not a roof. That's not a real roof. That's a fake roof he's breaking into. There's no way, just a hammer and he got in. It was like, took me right out of the movie.
See,
but that's my review.
It's like when people who are like physicists try to watch action movies and they're like, nope, that's not possible.
Yeah, it's like, well, yeah, and there was another part which is like super nerdy. He's in the Toys R Us and he starts punching one of the Tickle Me Elmos, but then there's like a chicken dance Elmo underneath it, and that was released like only a few years ago. So it's supposed to take place in the 90s. I'm like, dude, this isn't that's the wrong toy. That's like
only you would pick this
Fantastic Four. Yeah. Again, nerdy shit that just took me right out of the movie. I'm like, oh god, I don't believe any of this shit. This is all lies.
I recently watched one.
So watch that.
Oh,
sorry.
I was gonna say I recently watched one movie. It's called Bone Lake.
I've heard of that. Is that newer?
Yeah.
It's newer.
We got a screener from it from Route 504. Thank you. And actually, it would play pretty well with Saint Maud because it's
interesting.
Because it's similar theme, but it's instead of like the devotion of like religion, it's all about the devotion of a relationship you have with your partner. But yeah, it was done well, and it's like a homage to the old school like 80s and 90s horrors, where it was just like, you know, just sex and drugs and rock and roll like the whole pretty much movie, and you're like, I haven't seen this in a while. But yeah, I would say I would recommend it if you watch it. But it is my one criticism on it, it's super predictable, so you already know what the ending is going to be by the time you get there. But like the journey was pretty fun.
It's not what life is all about, the journey, Scott.
It is. The journey got us together, and then brought us together.
Yes.
It was more Kris, but you know, we'll call him the journey. But thank you so much, guys. I just want to say thank you for joining us, and I hope you guys had fun.
Thank you for having us. Our meeting.
And that is our wrap for the day. Please like and subscribe to this podcast. Tell your friends. If you want to get a hold of us, reach us at the www.howdyoulikethatmovie.com.
That's the most fun. We should just have an episode where we just roast him the whole time.
Oh, he's a good guy.
He's so roastable.
But yeah.
Come on. That's why we roast him, because we like them. You don't roast people you hate. You roast people you like.
True enough.
Production by Rod Shaver, Vader Monkey Productions.